What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Charsley here, and today I'm going to be breaking down how exactly I lost $5,000 in less than 10 days. Alright, so I just want to say first that I am not a financial advisor. These are my personal mistakes, decisions that I made in the past that obviously kicked me in the butt and has now in the future, as of present time, has helped me in the long run. So I want you guys to understand that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. All right. Another thing is I'm not going to give specific amounts outside of the 5,000 I'm giving. I'm really going to be giving you guys percentages so you guys can get an overall gist of how exactly I lost this income or this source of or this assets that I had before. All right, so pretty much how I lost this $5,000 is two things. One, I withdrew 50% of it, and then the other is I actually lost it when the crash happened through crypto and through my personal stocks. All right, so even though I lost that, I am super happy and grateful that I am where I am today because I learned from those mistakes. Also, I'm better than I was when I actually lost that money. So the time period of how I kind of lost the income was actually fairly recent, right? It was around May. It was around April, May, right after you had that huge skyrocket of the market, and then Tesla dropped, and then Bitcoin dropped. It's been in that kind of, like, between April and June period that I've actually lost this. I'm sorry, not June, April and May period that I actually lost this $5,000. Right, like I said, the first 5,000 was actually a withdrawal. Okay, so not first $5,000. The first 50% was actually through the withdrawal. Okay, so the 50% I actually used that and put it into other investments. All right, so I put into options, put into retirement funds. The other, like I said, the personals is a wrap. Those are gone. But what I was able to do is through crypto, I deposited through between September and November. I believe it was November, one of those times. I deposited $140, and from this $140. After gradually depositing over and over and over again, that grew to about, it grew my account to around 20 to 30% of my portfolio, right? Not of the actual growth of that 140, but the portfolio, because it started off at 7%, right? So I deposited and it was 7% of my portfolio, and then it grew to around 20-30% of my portfolio. Now with my personal stocks, that started off as 5%. If you want to watch the recent video where I kind of explain the investment factor, my past investment video where I explain my investment portfolio at the time, I'll put a link in the description or somewhere up here so you can actually watch it. But what I did is those personal or individual stocks that I had, that started off as 5%. And it grew to around 10 to 20%. So I want you to really understand that your account can really glow up at any point in time when you know what you're doing. And I always dollar cost average my investments, right? I still do that to this day. Now with options, that's a little more active investing, but I put pretty much all the withdrawal that I had, I put all of that into my retirement accounts, my Roth IRAs, my traditional IRAs, my what other investments do I have? I have two Roth IRAs, right? So that's the third one, right? So two Roth IRAs and one traditional IRA is what I currently have at this moment. And I got some life insurance, right? So I want you to really understand that you can do anything as long as you put your mind to it. But these are just my decisions that I made, right? And my choices and mistakes. I made mistakes by investing in some of the wrong stocks, and that is what kind of plummeted around that other 50% besides the crypto, right? Crypto actually made good decisions. It's just, it's just down right now. I still have crypto. So if you want to see my current portfolio, you'll see it pop up on the screen, or you can get in the link in the description. Pretty much, and I'll pull it up right here as well. Right now, I have around 40% in retirement funds, 3% in cryptocurrency, around 50% in options trading, and around 9% in liquid cash, right? I call that my emergency fund because you got to have emergencies. And the personal stock only shows 0, but I actually have something there. I believe it's like 0.02% of my portfolio. I really don't do a lot of personal investing anymore, personal stocks. I don't do a lot of those anymore. I prefer to do the retirement funds. If you want to learn more about how to get into retirement accounts, how to start off with $100 or $1,000 and get into investing, I have a video in the description as well that you can also check out or up here, right? So family, the other investments that I want to get into, right, because I'm looking at them right now, the options trading and retirement's obviously 30, 40, 50 years in advance in the future. But from current cryptocurrency and options trading, what I actually want to do is get into real estate, Airbnb, other miscellaneous investments, as well as some angel investing. Okay, so these are my futures. This is my plans right now for 2021. And I'm also making 2022 video. I kind of have an idea of how I want 2022 to be as well, but you guys will know in January of 2022. But most definitely, family, this is how I lost 5,000. I was being completely stupid. I invested in some stocks that just, I believed these were personal stocks, right? But I just believed were going to be smart and I was going to be able to utilize them at their full potential. But I made a bad decision and bought off impulse, bought off emotion and not off logic. Okay, so I was also buying off what someone else told me, off of hype and not off my logic. Like, I still have stocks that are off my logic that are still running and in profit now. But I did make a decision and follow the hype at one point in time. And we're all human here. We all make mistakes, but it's all about learning from the mistakes that you did in the past. So family, hopefully you guys got some value off of this and understood and learned from my mistakes, not to follow the hype, not to go with your emotions, but to truly, truly go by your research and logic. And family, you already know that I will see you guys in two places, at the beach or at the bank. Peace out.
Going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real, cause when we're doing our thing, we're like wheels that won't stop turning.